Good evening, everyone. I hope everybody's well. Happy Wednesday. I hope we're doing well. So a good bit to talk about tonight. Um, so yeah, a lot of stuff has happened since with our last live Saturday. Obviously, with what happened in Tipperary. Um, there's a lot. There's a lot to talk about. Unfortunately, in reality, it's unfortunate we have to. That we're in this situation. That's live. Hello, Spider. How are we doing? You're on the ball. We're only about 30 seconds live, and you're here already. Hope we're keeping well. But you're on the ball today now. 30 seconds, like, good God. I think that's the quickest anybody has ever come in. But it's good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope you're keeping warm in this weather. Because it's supposed to be minus 20 seconds. Yeah, it probably was about 30 seconds. It was quick now. It was quick. It was barely live. It's supposed to be -6 tonight, so it's not going to be too nice. Let's put that way. Let's see. I have my tea too. Bum 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 bum. Let's see. So there's 100 billion things happening at the moment. See, the good thing about having this laptop too is it's good because I can do other things too on the side. Like I have it minimized, but still at the same time I can see the chat stuff. But I've minimized so I can do other stuff on this like the side, which is great. Luxury, isn't that right? I can do multitask, doing different things. But yeah. So yeah, as I say, we've seen what happened in Triple too. It's not, it's a terror that these things are happening in the country nowadays. Hello. I know there's a few people here. Hello. So obviously we do have a guest Kent tonight in a way, but he doesn't have a phone, obviously. So he'd be just basically talking in the chat, in the live chat. So, and obviously he's a member. I know people probably shoot me over this, but he's a member of the Fianna. He's a member of the Oak Creek Fianna Fáil, basically. But I know people might be like, why? Why are you putting an Oak Creek Fianna Fáil person on? All will be revealed in a few minutes. All will be revealed. And we're fired. My God. Pegale. Hello, Wonan. It's not. I forgot that right. Wonan, how are you doing? I hope I said that right. Wonan. I presume I might. Hope all's well. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. I think I said that right. I see I'm dyslexic, so I'm just atrocious in trying to say names. But yeah, lovely, great, good. I was going to say Vaughan, but I was lucky. I got the first try. So because I have to think when I see names and stuff like that. Is it because when you're dyslexic, you kind of see differently. I suppose so you have to kind of look at it for an hour before you get it in. But I got a first try, so I'm improving a bit. I do, yeah. Well, I know of him, yeah. He's my brother. Oh, that's great. We have actually he asked me to send letters to his local TDs. So we have so I've worked them out for him, and I'm going to send them off for him because he asked me to do that. Obviously we can't write to all the TDs. He wanted me to write to all the TDs, but it would take hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours. But I basically wrote to his local TDs, so they probably will contact him. But obviously, I won't be able to send them off until Friday, because he has an idea with Westmeath Day. So they will contact him, I say, because his email's in it. So they will contact him about it, to organise and stuff. Well, I said they'd be able to do it, because we had one here in Cavan, obviously. And I think that's where he got his idea from. Because obviously I was involved in that too, in the Cavan Day, which we had for the last few years. It's a long story, but yeah, you get the gist of it. Oh yeah, that's fine. But yeah, so I won't be able to, I have to get a stamp for them, but I send them off. It'll be sent off tomorrow, so it'll probably be led to the house by Friday. I couldn't think what day of the week was. Friday. But it simply be because obviously he was saying we went to all the TDs in the country and all the senators and stuff like that. It'd be simply impossible. And I know for a fact, like if you look back on my channel a year ago or two, we worked for Cavan Day, like not this year, like not last year, gone by the year before that. We wrote all the TDs and sent them myself, and it took hundreds and hundreds of hours, and we paid over €300 for letters to be sent to Let's the House. Like it'd be simply far too much, to take on. And guess what? Out of the 160 letters we sent to Darleon and Shannon, we only got 5 back, so it'd be a pointless endeavour to send it to all the TDs. So it's better to talk to the local TDs, which I have said what he wants to do. And it's better for them to work with him to achieve it, because I'm sure they know him, so they'll be able to work with him to make it be a reality. Let's put that way. Because after Cavan, we done Cavan Day, and Mayo County Council started their own one, like Mayo Day. So it can be a thing. It can be done. It can be done. Let's put it that way. Obviously Westmeath County Council probably would be very delighted. What I say, because they always want, like county councils always want stuff to boost the local economy and something for the community to come together and stuff like that. It's good of like majority councils like them kind of stuff. But I suppose it's just kind of initially just telling them, this is the idea and stuff like that. Basically, what I have in the letter, just putting the initial, how would you put the prints, I suppose, on the paper. Let's put it that way. Which is all I can do, because I'm not in Westmeath County Council, or I'm not a TD in Westmeath or councillor. But that's all I can do, because I know none of the councillors down in Westmeath or none of the TDs. So basically, just I wrote to the local TDs in Westmeath. I'm not going to write to the councils, but the TDs will be able to direct the councillors to talk about it. They'll be able to put a motion into the council on it. If that makes sense, I know we talked a lot, but we walk out. One of them will respond to him. Does that make any sense? The longest word, Jesus, is I don't want to spell that now. But yeah, so it should work out anyway. If it's still here, Mona. Um, I don't think notifications went out too, just to say. Uh, everything just froze there for 2 seconds. I'm back. Sorry. I don't know, the camera I think just froze, so the timer froze, whatever. At least we're still here. Basically, we haven't lost connection or anything, which is good. Um, always good to always good not to lose connection anyway. Um, uh, what's this? Oh, it's Top Chat I'm on. It should be on live chat. Sorry, excuse me, Evan. I'm on the wrong setting of the chat. It's live chat now, so I should be able to see everything live. Before that was Top Chat, whatever that meant. Would FIFA's men's best award? Well, it's kind of understandable. Him and Ronaldo, there's not really much competition. It's either one of the two, you know. Like definitely the two best players in the world. Like there's nothing really to debate. Nothing really to debate there. You know, it's kind of known that he would probably get. He hardly deserves it this year. See, I don't watch him much, but he is a good player now. Like, he has done even though he's getting on in age, he's still a very good player. He still has done a lot. You know. But you know, it's crazy too. I was just thinking about this actually the day too. There was some player signed on for some football team, or you know, it was insane money. It was hundreds and hundreds of millions. Like it's insane how much money they make, you know, and how much they're worth and stuff like that. The football teams, like it's the definition of man. You know, like the extreme amount of money. Like one player would be worth a trillion. You know, it's insane. But if Ryan has anything to say, he can put it into the live chat just to say. I should have probably said that a second ago. If you have like if he's on his YouTube, I think he said he was on his telly. Or you can put it if you have a phone or anything like that. You can put it on into the live chat. Yeah, what's that now? Notifications definitely didn't go out tonight. No, because it didn't go there. Oh yeah, no, but I heard of one that was probably small in a way. Although signing somebody on, we signing somebody on or something like that. It was last week or the week before. I don't know who it was. I just heard it on the radio and I was like, yeah, it's insane amount of money. Even though it's probably it's probably only 100 million. It's only 100 million, compared to maybe 700 million. But it's definitely like it's insane. The amount of money they make on players and stuff. Like it's insane. It is literally insane. Like it's nearly the money of a whole country, the economy of a country. You think about the islands in the Pacific, this island and there's Tonga and Tongo, the Marshall Islands, stuff like that. That's the economy of them, literally. The economy of a entire country, what nearly spend on one player. I'm back. Oh, you're back. Yeah, that's okay. But yeah, if you know what's the type, you can type in the YouTube chat here. Or if he has entered the ask kindly. The clubs, I know, but I get that. But it's just like what I'm just saying is the amount of money they get, like the amount of money that's in the clubs and stuff like that. And the players do make a good bit of money too at the same time. They make more than the normally Joe working a 9 to 5, for example, like me and stuff like that. They make billions more, hundreds of tens of millions more, Like it's still insane. Like and then even sponsorship deals, for T-shirts and stuff like that for different footballers to, or even brands like take for example Coca-Cola done an ad with somebody, they have to pay them, and it's a lot of money. And then royalties and things for T-shirts and stuff. It was my favorite soccer team. I wouldn't really. I used to be very fond of the football years ago. Not so much now. I look at it every once in a while. Like it used to be Chelsea, but I'm not. I'm never really followed much now. Hello, Mark. It's a long time since I've seen you. How are you doing? I hear you got loads of kills in Fortnite the other day. So I hear. Because I was looking at the video. You were bossing here. You were bossing a lot in the game, and you won. You got a better way. Let's put that way. So fair play. Like it was a lot of kills. Let's put that way for one game. Like, I couldn't do that in Fortnite. So well done on that. It just turned into a football stream. It just turned into a discussion about the soccer. That's what it is. Tipping away, indeed. They should do an Irish. I was just thinking about that too when you were saying that. They should do an Irish version of Tipping Point. The show, and like have some farmer from Kerry that you literally can't understand a word what he's saying presented, and literally just have some Irish people on it, and it'd be some old Irish granny or something like that. Like it'd be great fun, basically. Let's put it that way. But I don't think that'll happen, unfortunately, because it'd be too Irish. Nobody would understand that. Hello, Bitwin. How are you doing? Oh, whatever you, the long name that you guys have now. But how are you doing? How is she cutting? Hello, Fiona. How are we doing? Everybody's turning up now. The whole gang is turning up. Awesome. How are you, Ryan? How are you all? Very well. Very good. Very good. I can't even say that. How are you doing? But hello from Ireland. How are you doing? From our fellow friends in the United States. How are you doing? Hope you're keeping well. Oh, I know. I can see it. I can see it up the top. Yeah. But as long as Ryan knows that the letters, I'll not be able to write. Oh, it was not too bad. But as long as Ryan knows that I did write the letters to his local TDs, I won't be able to write to all the TDs because, as I say, with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of hours, and it's simply far too much money. Like we'd be talking 300 to send letters to Dáil and stuff like that. For individually send them to like as we did for Cavendish. But his local TDs would be the best people to go to about Westmeath Day. So that's basically what I've just put in the letter. So just to clarify that, so he knows. Because I simply couldn't spend hundreds and hundreds of hours writing. My hand would literally die. Not gonna lie to you. Because again, they'd be the people to go to, your local representatives. But they should come to him anyway. They'll be able to come to, because I have wrote into them to talk to him about it. So they'll probably contact him because I've put his email into it. So, but they probably know him anyway, so they will probably contact him or find a way of contacting him. As I say, I won't be able to write all the TDs. Like it'll take hundreds and hundreds of hours. I literally be here until the end of February, and not even to mention just the extreme amount of money it would take to do it too. And then, as I say, we wrote for Cavendish. We only got 5 TDs in the whole country that responded. We wrote to 160 of them. Only 5 of them responded, even though we wrote them 2 weeks before Cavendish. And we spent hundreds and hundreds of euro, and we got nothing out of it. So it'd be a pointless endeavor. What are you doing today? I was walking out of one. I was out at my job. I came home and I suppose I'm just here now. Let's put it that way. I wrote the letters too. When I came home, I wrote the letters too. So, excuse me, I'm open too much. But that was about it. Nothing really too exciting. It was a terrible frost this morning too. I don't know. I'm not involved with it anymore. I've hung up my shoes and said, I have enough of it. I wasn't involved with it last year either too. It was the year before that. I think it was just far too much of me. So, there's other people doing it now. So I presume that they're doing it this year too. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. I should probably put on some music maybe in the background. Just give me a second. I probably should have done that out of hand. But look, I forgot all that. We stick on the tape. Let me see. Who's my favourite TD? It'd be Matty McGuire or no, it wouldn't be. It'd be what do you call him? It would be Matty McGuire. It wouldn't be Matty McGuire, but that'd be the second choice basically. What do you call it? Cal Nolan? Cal Nolan would be my favourite TD. The independent TD, independence. Excuse me, I can't speak. It should snow. It should have snowed. OT. Everybody was saying the other day, Monday, that it was going to snow. It was going to be 100 feet of snow, and then not even the flake turned up. It was a frost. It was a hard frost, like this morning, but there wasn't anything. Yeah, well, he'd be getting a letter. He's getting a letter, so he'd be contacting Ryan probably soon, hopefully. Robert Drive, your local TD in Westmeath. But I say he knows him anyway. He's a part of, like, Wine's a part of Oakleigh Fianna Fáil. You know, they pretty much know each other. And obviously, with his uncle being a senator too, you know, they would definitely contact them. Yes, a bit. I'm sorry. I get on the YouTube. Take me a second. Give me a second. Right, madam. Yeah. So he probably, hopefully, well, one of them will contact. Out of the four of them, one of them is bound to respond to, to it, to talk to them about Westmeath Day and get it organised. It's just that I'm not a part of Westmeath Celtic Health, so I don't know any of them. And they wouldn't really care to really listen to me from Cavan. They would rather somebody from Westmeath, talk to them about it. If that makes any sense. So I presume one of them, they get the letter, I'm sure. But it's just if they respond or not, it's just a tip of the hat, if they respond. Because as I say, we wrote literally, like many people here will tell you, do you give out hosts? What do you mean, like host and stream and stuff? I don't think you even can do that in YouTube. Have I a sore throat? No, I don't. I think I'm just, I might be a bit hoarse, but I don't have a sore throat. I think it might sound like, but I don't. I'm fine, thanks. I know, but I can feel it back to myself and feel a bit hoarse, a bit out of breath. But as I say too, even if they don't respond to the letters that I said, when the councillors, because obviously they'd be looking for those seats now in less than 5 months' time, the best thing to do is, and obviously he's a member of Oakleigh Fianna Fáil, I think he's the deputy chair of, he was saying he's the deputy chair. Like that's perfect opportunity to put that idea forward, for it to be, to be looked at, because it can be done. It can be done. It's just about bringing it to them and saying what we could do and stuff like that. Obviously, it takes time to plan it and stuff, but it's about just getting the idea to them, basically. Because they will be very supportive of it, of course. If that makes any sense. Oh, your son has. Yeah, a lot of people have sore throats and have sniffles and stuff like that at the moment. It's just it's just the cold. Like it's that cold, to take your breath away and stuff like that. But I hope he's doing it. As long as you take honey, the best thing to do is honey for sore throats and stuff. I think my throat's worn out from talking because I was talking earlier on to people and stuff like that. I'm drawing. Very good. What are you drawing? If you don't mind me being nosy, what are you drawing? I know that sounds very demanding. If you don't mind telling us, excuse me. Don't like it. Oh, you don't like honey, yeah. What's the bout? What? Excuse me. What do you think I'm up to, Sean? I didn't know what to type the stream today. I was going to say the Cavan in, but I was like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't feel like kind of putting the Cavan in today for some reason. So we'll go back to Tuesday, Saturday, of course. But I don't know. I just I sat here waiting for to put in the title. And I was like, I just put Happy Wednesday. Like, I didn't really know what to put, to be honest. So that was it. There's nothing really too special. What's happy about it? Everything's happy. When I go live, everybody's happy. Apart from maybe I don't know, normal Foley. I don't know. People from Leitrim, they're not happy. Was he not already at the door? He was saying he was at the door. Was he yesterday? I think so. Because the door was only back there Monday. Anyway, I hope you're doing well, Sean. So I'm going around the place. I draw a deer too. Very good. Yeah, very good. Sorry, too much happened. Yeah, where do you mind me being nosy even more? Are you in one of the states that are very bad at the moment? The Iowa caucuses and stuff was on. Yeah, the vice chair of the local Fianna Fáil, like not of the national one, like the national local Fianna Fáil, like in Westmead, like in the area of Westmead. But see, that's another thing too, because obviously the Oak Creek Fianna Fáils have meetings and stuff like that, so it's obviously a good occasion to bring up his idea of Westmead Day and stuff like that to discuss what he wants to see, like in detail and stuff like that. Independence Day. So yeah, obviously, yeah, it'd be pretty snowy there. That's for the moment. Yeah, because it's bad in the United States now. I hear that. Yeah, but keep warm anyway. Keep warm. No, because I was just seeing it on the news about the Iowa caucuses with Donald Trump and stuff. Like people couldn't get to vote and stuff like that. No, the bleed from. Oh no, was born in America. Oh, was born in America. Was he? Where did the storm? Yeah. Just be careful if you're going out anyway, because it is quite bad. Doing good. But as I say, it won't be until Friday probably before they get these letters, and then probably by the time they white back, it could be Tuesday. So it depends. Again, it's not guaranteed the white back, basically. But I've put his name on it, and they would know him obviously. Robert Troy particularly would probably know him. And then the other Fianna Fáil, what's he called? I can't never think of him. What's he called? Peter Burke. Peter Burke, isn't he? Fianna Fáil? Yeah. I'm from Celtic Cavan, yeah, Celtic Cavan. So it's on the border. It's, where the Northern Ireland is. So if you look at the map, Northern Ireland, if you look down from where Fermanagh is, like basically, the six counties, you look down a bit, it's Celtic Cavan. Basically, nearly in the middle of the country. But you're very welcome to the stream. I know I'm terrible at pronouncing. See, I'm dyslexic and I'm atrocious at pronouncing names and stuff like that. If that makes any sense. So forgive me for that. But you're very, very welcome to the stream from the United States. It's a pleasure to have you on the stream. Do I know? I know Offo. I wrote to during Cavan Day and stuff like that. I never met her. Obviously, I'm not a part of Fianna Fáil. I have no association with Fianna Fáil. I don't. I know some of the Fianna Fáil TDs. I don't know many of them. I know a lot of the councillors around here that are Fianna Fáil and Cavan. But I don't. I'm not a part of Fianna Fáil. I have no association whatsoever with Fianna Fáil. But I know Offo obviously as a TD. I know Offo. I've seen her on the news and I've seen different things online about her. So I don't know of in person, basically. I'm an independent. I'm no party. I'm no association to any party. Well, claim, yeah, Sean's just going on about taking up Leitrim. Barely, yeah, I can barely speak English. So, like, don't even get me started with Irish. Like, we literally have Irish too, along with English, and I can't speak a bit of Irish because of my dyslexia. Like Banya is milk, so that's a fact. So milk, if you ever go into a shop or anything, you can be like, "Where's the Banya?" Which is milk in Irish. Obviously, they wouldn't know what to talk about, basically, if you went into a shop in the United States and said that. And dough is just dough and stuff like that. Madra is a dog and stuff like that. That's what it. We don't have to go there, Sean. I knew you were going to bring up something for that, but anyway. But you could be the co-CEO if you want. There's a position as the co-CEO. Also, the Tony Blair Institute wrote a letter saying I could be the, get involved in that. Spelling, yeah, like it's there's fathers and stuff. Like this, like not how would you describe it? Wouldn't really see fathers and stuff. Like what we use. Like say over an hour or something like that to be a fodder, like a line over the camera there, like that. That would be above it. Like it's the Irish language is tough to learn. Not many people speak it. Like as I say, I only know certain ones. I don't know much. And stuff. Obviously, I would love to know, but it's simply like banging your head against the wall trying to get me to learn it. But Scottish is not really a language; it's kind of an accent. So. Yeah, it's very sunny, but it's going to be bad tonight now. So if anybody's going anywhere tomorrow to walk and stuff, be careful. Because it'll probably be just, the ground will be just ice in the morning. Offer you drinks. I'm totally. I good off your tea, but it's still no. So in some parts, I think in Donegal, obviously Donegal's up high and stuff like that. There was snow and some of the hilltops and stuff like that, mountains up in Donegal. The hills of Donegal, isn't that right, Sean? We have our own Las Vegas in the hills of Donegal. Las Vegas. Oh yes, yeah, I know this. A good friend, the Chinese, are here. Yeah, the Communist Party of China. Like pretty much, it is. And the wave that the red carpet's not on. I couldn't even. I don't even know what song it is. Or what lyrics, I suppose. That was. Yeah, Las Vegas. Hello, everyone. How are we doing? How are we keeping this Wednesday? No, I actually never heard of the song. No, I never actually heard of it. Because I would never have guessed it. Yeah, pretty much. It's only fancy titles to basically just look over the fact, to say, "Oh well, democracy," and stuff. Of course. What should I do next? I actually don't know. I don't know really. I suppose whatever comes to mind. I suppose. You never can think of any. You could draw the Eiffel Tower or something like that. Chairman Logan, pretty handy in the game, of course. What? Yeah. Oh, yeah. All these buses too. All these buses have tilted windows and stuff like that. It's very shady kind of stuff. But I suppose, we all know the reason why. Like even I noticed that around here. Like in the last 10 years, there's been a lot of buses with tilted windows. Like you can't see in, but people can see out. Which I don't think you should be allowed. But probably, I don't know. I suppose. Do you get? I actually don't know. I don't know about that actually. Or do we call it, like you in America? You just call it fans carriers. We just call it fans. Uh, if that's what you're talking. That's what you're referencing. I'm asking. We're getting into the discussion about fans and carriers and stuff like that. So we went from football to carrier fans, and then the cycle. Tourist, right? But we don't go to Tepper Bar. Anybody will tell you here. I just pause the music. So if you go to Dublin, well, obviously Dublin is extremely dangerous. So I'll just say I would spend as little time as possible in Dublin. Dublin's not a nice place to go to at the moment. So if you're going to stay in Dublin, be very, very cautious. But if you are going to go to Dublin, there's great places in Dublin to see, of course, but just be mindful. But Tepper Bow is just a no-go zone. You'd be scammed basically by bars and stuff there. But the best place to go is go to County Clare, where the Cliffs of Moher is, and down there, it's a really, really nice spot in the rural part of Ireland. And then even just go up to Donegal too. It's really, really good up there. Really, really nice country scenery. Or even go to the Aran Islands off the coast of Galway. Like it's endless, but basically anywhere but really Dublin. To be totally honest. Yeah, Dublin City. Like it's not even expensive. It's just dangerous. It's one of the most dangerous cities nearly in Europe at the moment. So please just be cautious if you are. Obviously, you'll probably be flying in if you're going to Ireland. You will go to Dublin Airport. But basically, any other place apart from Dublin, spend as little time as possible in Dublin. And no trust. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. So spend as little time as possible in Dublin, and go out to the countryside. It's really, really nice. Like even as I say, the best place to go would be down towards the west of Ireland, Galway and Clare. Would be a great place. The Aran Islands is lovely. The islands off just the coast. If you look up the Aran Islands, it's off the coast of Galway. It's really, really nice island. It's a nice place to stay. And even just Galway too is a nice place. And then obviously Clare too is really, really nice down there. And then up in Donegal too. But there's many, many different options. And then obviously you have County Cavan here, of course. Really, really nice place. There's 365 lakes here, one for every day of the year, etc., etc. It's really, really nice. We have a lot of heritage culture and stuff in our county. Like there's many, many. Hello, Shawnee. Sorry, I meant to say hello. I was too busy yapping on. Sorry, excuse me. But I hope you're doing well, Shawnee. I hope all is well. But that's the best I can give you anyway. But my advice anyway is just particularly, and then obviously Cork city centre too. All the city sets wouldn't be the most safest place, but particularly Dublin wouldn't be a safe place to go at all. I can't emphasize enough, but I wouldn't spend too long in Dublin anyway. Yeah, the night. Yeah, to them that's what I'm saying. It's extremely dangerous. So even your own embassy in Dublin has there's an advisory for U.S. citizens in Ireland to be cautious. On the streets. That it's not safe basically. And when you see that, you know that it's not safe in Dublin. Really, like any part of the city, really, it's not that safe. Like obviously, go to the very outskirts of the city, you might be safe, but in the city set, it was just extremely dangerous. Yeah, Tepper Bar, exactly. Tepper Bar is just it's just it can be good fun, but you'll be just scammed out of it. It's just basically just for tourists, and they just take advantage of you, basically. So yeah, but that's just my advice. Yeah, but as I say, anywhere but probably Dublin. Even though there's a lot to see in Dublin and stuff like that, it's just far too dangerous to risk it. Um, yeah, that's pretty much the best advice, and probably stay out of the city, say like Cork city centre and stuff. If you were going to Cork or stuff. It just wouldn't be that safe to down there. Oh, and Limerick too would be Limerick City stuff wouldn't be safe. But apart from that, if you go to just the rural parts of the country, you could walk the streets for all your life and you'd be safe, basically. In the vast majority of places, obviously, crime is on the rise a good bit here, but still at the same time, you'd be more safer than the locals would be very helpful, and obviously, it would help you out a lot. Um, if you were lost or anything, that would be very helpful. A garage would be very helpful if you were lost or anything that. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. They just all the tourists go to Tepper and then they charge the absorbent rates for different things. Like for things that only be, say, a packet of crisps, they nearly charge you €15 for a packet of crisps. Now, I'm not saying they do, but let's put it that way. They would like something that would only be €5, they'll charge you €15. Let's put it that way. Like they would overcharge you on everything, like everything. Like it's just like because obviously the locals won't go to it because they know it's too dear. They would take advantage of people that wouldn't know the city and be like, I've heard of Temple Bow and stuff like that. Chowk and Shannon too, but Leitrim is not a good place to go to. It's just it's basically it doesn't exist literally. Leitrim, it's just West Cavan in the Nile. Oh, the land, yeah. I think I've seen something about that one time in North Carolina. Like the Bermuda Triangle is not that far. I know it's off the coast of Florida and stuff, but it wouldn't be that far away from North Carolina too, and the South Carolina and all that. But I don't think I ever be in North Carolina. Whatever about maybe New York. I know New York is not that nice at the moment. But I'd be in New York or Washington if I ever was going to the United States of America. That'd be the two cities I would go to. What hate speech? Oh no, I'm going to be arrested for hate speech. Oh dear. Oh no. Helen McAtee's coming. 5 years in prison. Yeah, like the United States military has a habit of using nuclear bombs. Like the same happened in Spain in the 70s or so. And there's hundreds and hundreds of nuclear bombs. Well, not hundreds and hundreds, but there's about maybe 15 or 16 nuclear bombs just left at the bottom of the sea because the United States lost them. They're very careless, the United States, with the nuclear bombs. Yeah. Yeah, they just kind of just throw them into they're very careless. No bother, Ryan. That's okay. Uh, yeah, like there's a lot of stuff. I can't remember specifically how much nuclear bombs have lost, but it's not an awful lot of nuclear bombs. There's videos of it. There's loads of videos like talking about it. Airfiles. We used to have an airfile when I was younger. I couldn't really tell you much about it. That's about it. I knew we had an airfile, but I don't know. Uh, we don't have it now, but we used to have it when I was young. I remember seeing my mother using it. So I couldn't tell you the details, unfortunately. But I say many people. I say Sean would be the person to ask, or Fiona. They would know a bit probably about the airfiles. But I don't know what to be. I don't know actually. Never really thought about the airfiles. I recommend. Well, that's how you price things. But obviously, would you recommend that he goes high, or would just an only bog standard one do, or would he have to pay up something? Oh dear. Um. Yeah. Well, yeah. Like obviously, like we're just an only standard one, like say at €50 or €60 too. Like you don't have to go for the one at 300 or €400. The one at €50, if it can do the trick, then there's no point going high if it's just going to do the same thing as the one of €50, you know. Because what's the point in spending €400 for one if it's going to do the same as €50, you know? Because it's the same as everything. Like it's same with laptops and stuff like that. You could pay 3,000 or 4,000 for it, and it still would do the same thing as an only laptop. It might have some better stuff in it, but it still be the same laptop. You can record videos, you can watch videos. You know, it does the same thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. €80 one, like you know, you don't have to go high, but as long as it doesn't, as soon as you get it, doesn't combust into a million flames and burns the whole place down. We don't want that, obviously. And obviously, if it's not made, we don't want it made in China, of course. We want it Irish owned and stuff. Support Irish. We're not good that far. In Germany, we're not good that far. It's not looking good at the moment in Germany. There's a lot of farmers not very happy at the moment. The whole Berlin right now is full of tractors. Like there's about 20,000 or 30,000 tractors just around Germany at the moment, like in Berlin. So it's not looking too well for them. Gomo, what? Gomo, that I seen the ads, yeah, for that, yeah. Big knob timer, that's all that matters. Bang, the whole place. Yeah, they've blocked that too, yeah. And they're not happy at the moment. I don't think the German government's too happy at the moment with this. It'd be only a matter of time before the Irish farmers go up to Dublin and block off the whole city. You remember the time they did that? They went into the city centre and caused havoc. Like that's the only way really to deny the government is to get something done. Is just block the whole place, with tractors, and they can basically do nothing. Sri Lanka, yeah. Whatever. Like obviously the economy's in tatters in Sri Lanka. Like I say there's still like riots and stuff happening because this, it was just completely collapsed. The whole place just literally collapsed in Sri Lanka. Oh, I know, but it's not really. They kind of have to because the government, are not treating the farmers the way they should be treating them. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like that's why Fine Gael is the Farmers Party. Like a lot of you ask any farmer, they rather just be on their farm doing the work. They don't want to go up and cause hassle for anybody. They don't, that's the last thing they want. But it's just that's the only option they kind of have in voting because the government won't listen to the act and do something. Then the government will listen a bit. But a lot of farmers now are very not happy with Fine Gael. Well, they're not happy with the Green Party, but everybody knows that. But they're not happy with Fine Gael either. Yeah. Because Fine Gael sold the farmers out up in fields, and the fishermen too. They've sold them out. They sold them down the river many times. It's over. And not to mention Eamon Ryan. So we won't even go there. And the Labour Party, of course, too. Yeah, but see, what the government are doing at the moment, too, is they have a scheme, which I'm very suspicious of. I know a far right conspiracy theory, whatever. But that they're talking about doing up old Gouda stations. So basically, Gouda stations have been just left idle and stuff like that. And when you see that, that's straight away red flag. And the same with old post offices and stuff like that. So what are they doing it randomly? Like they're just randomly deciding now we should do up old post offices and old Gouda stations and stuff. So they probably will put them in there too, along with put them into every hotel in the country. Like they will do it. Like it's only a matter of time. Yeah, Kerry's a nice place. The wing and Kerry and stuff. It's really really nice. Wasn't the Lord of the Wings? What was filmed? There was something filmed off the coast of Kerry, of an island, or was it in Cork? I don't know. Maybe people can lecture me about it. But Kerry, yeah, Kerry's a nice place too. But good luck in finding accommodation, particularly in Tralee, the capital of Kerry, I suppose, the main town in Kerry. Because all the places are used up for refugees or the work provision centres. So you might not get a place for love of money, unfortunately. But there probably is a few still left, unfortunately. But there might not be as much as there used to be. Like it will happen to community centres too. It's only a matter of time too. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention that, but it's not confirmed now that they will. But I bet you any money they will do up old Garda stations, because particularly around here in Cavan, like you have Cochill Garda station. It's open maybe once a week to sign things, but it's only open for an hour. They do it in Cochill, and then you have other Garda stations around the county. You have Cochill, you have the one in Killashandra there. You have different ones, different Garda stations that are just not being used. Just lying idle. Only maybe used once a week. The federal would do. And the same with post offices and stuff like that. They're just left abandoned. But that's what the government have said. Like they talked about doing them up, and that seems like take for example, the one in Cochill is lying there. Just it hasn't been done up. It's just kind of the paint is coming off. It's just one down. And now all of a sudden the same we're going to dump all the local old Garda stations and stuff like that. It doesn't make any sense. Let's put it that way. But should we have to see what they do? But they're talking at the moment about 54 places around the country doing them up, post offices and Garda stations and different things, old fire stations too. So yeah, Killashandra is actually a town in County Cavan. Yeah, like they're literally selling everything to. Like imagine this: they're buying beef from Brazil, but Irish farmers can't produce beef or export beef. So, like it makes no sense. Oh, sorry, Sean, I missed your other comment. My uncle was a farmer, Fine Gael. My family are farmers. My Fine need to say anymore. Yeah, I know, but I felt you to be like Fine Gael. It's not helping the farmer. Like particularly when the Farmers Party, they have registered. There's a party starting up in Ireland, basically the Farmers Party, basically. So with that get going, Fine Gael are basically finished. If they get a foothold, people will vote for them. No, you didn't misspell. No, you didn't. Yeah, one room, but still, they could put in 10 to 15 people probably in one room. Oh wait, no, but you know what? You know yourself. At this stage, to put them anywhere. Let's put that way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. An old library too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're going to put them anywhere. Like they probably nearly would put them into the fire stations and stuff that are being used at the moment. Because it's coming to that point, if we keep taking in more people, eventually there's literally nothing left at the moment to put them into. So eventually they'll have to go and put them into other buildings, public buildings and stuff. Like you see what they've done in New York. They sent all the 2,000 students home, and put the refugees into the classrooms and stuff like that, and the children have to learn online because of it. So you see that, and you're like, they probably would do that here eventually. Yeah, everything's up for grabs. Even if it's a Garda station is open once a week to sign things, it's up for grabs. This, everything. Like the government are only talking about doing it now. Like take for example the Garda station in Mumbai. I've been on to the department of public works, the office of public works. I've been on to about nearly 20 times at this stage about getting the Garda station open in Mumbai, even though it's a small Garda station in rural Camp, but it was promised under the program for government that they would open the Garda station again, put 3 Garda full-time there. It's only a small community of Mumbai. There's only about 200 people living and 300 people. But it'd still be important to have another Garda station in the county. And you know what? And still nothing has been done. even though that's nearly 5 years ago since the provincial government was, since the government formed, nothing has been done. It's just kind of lying idle and gathering dust. So with the Office of Public Works, my fear is the Office of Public Works will be like, we're going to use this now because we're going to hand it over to the Department of Integration to use. Oh no, that's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, the Wirral actually come around to doing it. But as I said before, we simply have taken in far too many people. It's not being far right or being anything. It's just we have to start, talking sensibly, because we're just getting a bit overdoing it, Yeah, the Irish people be very, very nice. Like if you ever do come to Ireland, they're really, really nice, very pleasant people. One of the nicest people in the world to meet if you're a tourist in the country. If you're visiting sites and stuff, they're very, very good people. Yeah, get a good bit of crack and fun out of it. And now, just to say, not the crack you smoke or into that, it's the fun. That's what we use to say fun. Yeah, I suppose I don't know about it. It depends, I suppose. I don't know what they see. Yeah, they're very good for the tea. They make you a lot of tea anyway. Yeah, they're all getting desperate. They're all getting desperate. That's what I'm saying. They would nearly put them into schools that are open at the moment, into just the PE halls and stuff like that. Because they're not able to do anything. Basically, that's what that is. But I don't think they will go down that route yet, Sean. Maybe they will eventually. But I think at the moment what they're going to do is they probably will go for every hotel they can, right, humanly possible, and then just put them into the old Gouda stations and stuff. When that one's out, they're just going to put them into, you know, um, the churches, and then probably put them in people's houses and stuff. That's what's going to happen. Eventually, we're probably a few months away from that. If it keeps going the way it does, it's the only thing that can be, it basically there won't be any other option. But as I said, we're just taking it far too many, and that's as simple as that. It's not far wide around that. It's simply when you don't have places to put people, you can't bring people in. It's the basic maths. If you don't have places to put people, you don't have places to accommodate people. Why would you take people in just to put pressure on system and overextend stuff and put the state into crisis and stuff like that? It doesn't make any sense why you would do that. It only it's definition of insanity. You just keep doing the same thing over and over again and hope something change. But again, we all have to understand the government know what they're doing. They're not slow. The government, basically. Yeah, we're not mentioning that. uh, collateral damage. Well, pretty much. But again, we're probably waiting for a while. They probably won't do much yet and to the local Saudi election, because they want to kind of just see, what happens. I don't think they're going to change much now. They're not going to do, they're not going to do much basically. They're going to wait and see what happens because they know people are very upset and very annoyed, which people should be. People should be very much up in arms about the whole lot. So I say they'll probably hang around until the local town election's over, and then they'll probably go back to the same thing. Yeah, they're getting the good books basically. They try and throw a few crumbs. Because at the moment they know, they're not going to let not much hope for them. Yeah, like it's like I know we say about there's no border in the country, but at least we're an island, like the United States Mexican border. It's literally no border at this stage. It's people literally going in hundreds of thousands a day, and like I understand what you're saying. Like it's impossible. Like and particularly that's a big country of hundreds and hundreds of millions of people, the biggest economy in the world, and they simply cannot keep up. And they're expecting the small country at 5 million people to basically house. Like if you think about it, over nearly 100,000, more than 100, probably 200,000 or 300,000 nearly at this stage, give or take. The government have said it's 100,000, but it's probably more than that. They won't admit it probably. Uh, like you were talking about maybe 250,000 maybe that came in, and that's and for 5 million people, that's nearly a 7 or 8% increase in the population. So that's quite big. You know, it's quite big. Yeah, it's a sad that people are doing. Which figure? What figure? I don't know what that one. Which this? You don't know. Let's see up behind me. Behind the curtain. No, you're talking about this. Yeah, that's Michael Collins. If you look up Michael Collins, it's a lot of history to explain, basically. But Michael Collins is basically one of the people he was basically the founder of the Irish state. Let's put it that way. And he fought in the War of Independence. He fought. He was the main. He was the main. He was on the the pro no, what they call pro treaty side in the Civil War. It's just a long story. But definitely look up a video or so on it because it's just a lot to go. I'll be here for an hour trying to explain it. But yeah, Michael Collins, literally, like if you come to Ireland, particularly too, like Michael Collins was from County Cork. There's a museum down there dedicated to him, and like it's good if you ever go down to it. Uh, like like literally, he's the most famous and most influential, I suppose, person to ever live on this island. Let's put it that way. So there's a lot of history behind this man, especially because he was only 32 uh, when he was assassinated in the Battle of Blah in 1922 during the Civil War. Again, I could sit here for 9 hours talking about it. Yeah, no bother, no bother, no bother. Bother. But there's a lot of history about it, so we can nearly sit here for an hour talking about it. But yeah, it's better just to look at video because it'd be a lot more in depth, in detail, whatever. You know. Mhm. The mom. Bum, bum, bum. Oh yeah, well, Ryan, I was going to one for the local Towley here, but I decided last moment I wouldn't. One for the local Towley election because obviously in 6 months' time. But I wasn't going to like. We decided when it was before Christmas. We decided not to go with it, even though I had a good chance. I'm well known for different things around here. Very well known for the Calvin Day stuff and stuff. And like why people call it. Why does TDs call people far right too? Um, it's just basically like it's just a constant tactic for politicians. Just it's about deflecting blame. Basically, it's just about deflecting blame and just trying to ignore the main issue and just basically slander people anyway, and just to kind of shut people up. And that's just the way. It's just about shutting down democracy, shutting down discussion. It's a common tactic they used in the Soviet Union and stuff. You call this person a fascist or a far right, uh, you know, just to shut people up and label people so they'll be afraid to speak up and talk. Um, and that's why they do it, the majority of TDs, because they don't want to engage. They don't want to be asked uncomfortable questions. And the only response they have is just slander people, shut people up, you know, not to answer, just ignore the fact and just slander people, basically. Uh, Paul Murphy. Yeah, he was always doing that, so I wouldn't pass much from him. Hello. I can never say, I won't be able to say that name, but how are you doing? Uh, Number 40. I actually no, I haven't seen it, so I can't comment on it because I haven't seen it. But I hope we're keeping well. If I see it, I let you know. Um, I don't think she's on holiday, no, because the cabinet met the other day. So I presume she would have to be there because they'll be all going away again. You have to remember they'll be all going away for St. Patrick's Day. Uh, Hello, okay, I can't even connect the cabin. A shout out to Niall. I hope you're keeping well, Niall. Uh, but yeah, no, the cabinet met the other day, so I presume like all the cabinet will have to be there, like all the ministers, they have to be at the cabinet meeting. And I don't think they'll be going like none of the ministers I don't think go away. Like they'll be all here in the country because especially with the doll being back, they would be here. I know Heather Humphreys is in the country because I seen a video of her in the doll there the other day, so I know she's here. Like Leo Franco could be, he's probably at the World Economic Forum in Davos, so he's probably gone. I understand that, but Norman Foley had to be gone to Davos. I think poor Klaus Schwab's to have a fit if you see Norman Foley turn up. I feel sorry for Klaus Schwab if Norman Foley turned up. Also, Hunter Biden and it's going to be in Carpenton uh, and Zelensky, of course. Oh, you're talking about the dog was like in the Oculus. Uh, yeah, well, like Paul Murphy called many times people far right in the Oculus in the doll. So I don't think because you have dog privilege, you're allowed to kind of say it. Uh, yeah, but you've seen the meme I put up on the community post. Um, so they'll all be flocking to Cavan, but it's for his full price, obviously, of course. Would you like to be a TD in the all in the all? Now he'll probably be back over soon to Ukraine. He won't be that long before he goes. Yeah, glad you stopped by too. It's very good to have you. We'll probably be here for another few minutes, and we're not go yet. We're waiting another few minutes. Which Chinese ambassador? Oh, you mean the Chinese premiers here? Yeah. Supposedly the Chinese premiers praying like from the People's Republic of China. Uh, but basically, let's just say it straight. It's the Communist Party of China's plane. It's supposed to be the biggest plane to ever come into Dublin Airport. Uh, so that not I I don't know. I don't know what to say about that, but okay. Yeah, probably does. I think they're talking about beef exports too to China too. Um, so yeah, they're talking about exporting beef to China because obviously the Irish beef industry. They used to always sell to China basically. Hello, Walter. How are you doing? Good to see you. Um, any sightings of buses? I think you asked me a few weeks ago about buses. Yeah, well, they're talking about doing it here anyway too, like the cows and stuff. They don't like cows here. Um, yeah, no, but they do have dog privilege. They can call people for idea. Uh, there's no, there's no, I don't, they're allowed to do it. I think, on the doll record, of course. Awesome, awesome stuff. It's good to have hobbies like that. Like I often see people on Twitter just take videos of buses and stuff like that, and they really enjoy it. Like they seem to really enjoy just taking videos of buses and stuff like that. Even though a lot of people like it's just a bus, but they do enjoy it. These people that are enthusiastic about transport and trains, particularly trains, but there's people that like buses too, and different modes of transport. Yeah, well, Ireland would have a lot of cows. But see, the government are trying to kill 200,000 cows because obviously the Minister for the Environment is mentally unwell. You know, he thinks that the climate change and stuff is down to the cows. We have to kill all the cows to stop climate change. Um, so that's what that Minister for Environment thinks. Obviously, he doesn't tell you, there won't be a word mentioned. Like him and Ryan met the Chinese premier there on the plane. You think the first thing he would say, China has an awful record on climate change in terms of using coal every day of the week and stuff like that. But there wasn't a word said. There was nothing said. You think that'd be the first thing M1 should have said to him. But nothing's going to be said about it. It'll be all forgiven. Nothing's going to be said. And then the next day, MNY will be out saying, "Oh, we need to do this and we need to do that." But the Chinese Communist Party doesn't is laughing at us and won't do anything won't do anything, you know, to contribute or whatever. But all the TTs seem to be just throwing muck everywhere. Let's put that way. Like they just can't shoot themselves, you know. Yeah, like the Netherlands is not looking too good at the moment. Yeah, but I don't know. It depends. I have to see what happens in the Netherlands. But as I say, the farmers in the Netherlands too are not going to sit down and just take it. Let's put it that way. Well, literally at this stage, like literally at this point, they've called everybody far white, and that name and that other name. Like at this point, then everybody can't be literally far white. You know, if you disagree now at all with the government, just saying, we've taken in far too many people, just even that statement alone, you're extremist, a danger to democracy. Even though you're just stating your opinion, that's what the democracy is all about. You're stating your opinion and your view, and your view does matter, even though you're just a number in the government's eye. At the end of the day, you have a right to an opinion. You have a right to express your feelings, especially because it's such a prevalent issue in Ireland. Yeah, but see, they don't want you to express an opinion. They don't want you to have an opinion. They just want to be the government want to tell you what your opinion should be. You shouldn't have a thought in your head about what's your opinion. The government and the media should, that in their heads they should be just telling you what to think and when to think. Uh, they don't want you to think freely, basically. So that's why they're turning around and doing these tactics instead of trying to engage with people and stuff like that. They're just kind of throwing muck at people. You know. Which is why you see the lack of trust in the government. You see the lack of trust in TDs, etc., etc., because they're just kind of skirting around the issue and just calling people names, and just won't acknowledge the issue. And won't just acknowledge that what we're doing is complete insanity. Even that's just my opinion, but people have a right to their opinion. If people want to disagree with me, they're entitled to disagree with me. But we have to just look at the facts. There's simply far too many people. We have nowhere to put these people, let alone try and house the people in the country, the Irish people, have to try and house them and look after them, and then look after a few 100,000 more other people turning up every day of the week. You know, it's impossible. Like even the United States, we were just talking about the United States now too. They're overwhelmed. You see what's happening in New York at the moment too. They're overwhelmed, and they're one of the biggest cities in the Western world. And they simply cannot cope. So how can a small country like Ireland with 5 million people cope with about 10% increase in the population in less than a year, give or take? Like it's simply an impossible task. Like it literally is. That's the one back, yeah. But see, the politics nowadays is just about labeling people far left, far right. It's just about dividing people. That's what politicians are doing at the moment. It's about division. They're trying to sow division so people can't be united, uh, to threaten the government, to expose the government, etc., etc. Uh, uh, as the old saying says, "Divided we fall, together we were wise." See, that's what the common tactic. It's just about dividing people, and sowing division, basically. Yeah, like it's insane, and just even the cost of living too in New York, it's just like insane. Like you're insane if you live in New York. I know we say about Dublin, but you're insane if you can afford a place in New York. Like literally, like I know we talk about Ireland, like Dublin is extortionate for rent and stuff like that, but literally in New York now for like literally this wide of a place, they want a half a million euro nearly a month for it. Uh, like it's insane. I have to charge my computer, so give me a second. Oh, hello again. Sorry. What did I miss? I'm missing something. Uh, yeah, you get my ticket. It's lovely to you, exactly. But no, like I'm having a point. Excuse me. Um, yeah, like it's the same here. I've said this before. Like the cost of living in every country. Basically, what you get take home at the end of the week. You don't find it when you pay electricity bill. You pay your rent. You pay your broadband. You pay whatever. You don't have much left. You simply, and that's just the simple truth of a working class person. You simply do not have much left at the end of the week, and then you pay a tax and stuff. You pay your pension. You pay into your pension and stuff like that. You simply don't have much left, basically. Like say you earn, the minimum wage here in Ireland, €350 a week. Like you take, for example, to pay your rent. Say it's €100, being generous. It's €100 a week, right? That's €100 less in your pocket. And then you have to pay for your electricity bill. You have to pay for your rubbish, food, like the cost of food. Like you have nothing left basically at the end of the week. And that's the problem. Like things have got so expensive for only Joes, not for the fucking politician or for the CEO or for the celebrity or the YouTuber, because they're owning a huge amount of money, even though they're doing feck all for it. It's just simply because life and things have gone too much. It's gone too much for the working class person, the person that goes out and does the hard days work and does long hours and stuff. And the money they get at the end of the week doesn't represent the hours they do and the time they put in and the effort they put in. Because the working class people, the people that are keeping the country together, going out and paying their way and paying the fair share and working hard. And the governments of the world treat people like shit, and the bankers and they treat them like the dirt of the earth. Yeah, it's just like that's the worst thing about capitalism. I know. I never was a fan of communism or fascism. I always believe in democracy, like democracy, and especially even authoritarian states and stuff. Democracy is the way. Like it is the way, but capitalism does have it does kind of focus on the way too. But it's the only way. It is truly the only way. Democracy. Uh, and unfortunately, capitalism. But we do have to change the way we do things. We do have to pay our workers more. We have to they have to be paid more for a fair day's work. Because that's the old saying is you get a fair day's pay for a fair day's work. And as simple as that. And that should be the way it is. Yeah, hospitality too. Like you see at the moment, loads of restaurants are closing down because the taxes are too high and stuff like that. And they simply do not have the customers. Like as somebody was saying, it was on Twitter the other day that say for example I was a person like going into a local cafe there in Tipperary, take example, and I was going in 5 days a week just for a cup of tea and a biscuit, right? Going in just sit down for a few minutes. Say I was going in 5 days a week, maybe 2 years ago, right? That person, say for example me, is only going in instead of 5 days, he maybe is only going in 2 days. So that business is losing out on money because less people are going less often, and that's affecting our income because they have to pay for workers, they have to pay for the electricity, they pay their rent, etc., etc. They pay their business waste to the local authority. Where are you at? If you don't make the money, you can't afford to stay in business. It's simple economics. Yeah, like see, we're literally selling the country out at the same time because we're letting private investors from other countries come in and buy all the properties. And them the investors, guess what they do for houses and stuff and for apartments? They charge up so the weather wet. Say for example, if a Norwegian company came in here in the morning and they bought 50 apartments in Dublin. Now you'd be saying, well, that's good in the buying 50 apartments and trying to house, give it to people to house them. But here's the catch: they'd be €1,000 a week. That's the simple as they'll be charging extortionate amount of rent for basically only a one bedroom apartment because they'd be making because it's all about profit. It's not about people. It's all about how much money they can cram into their back pockets. These CEOs and stuff. It's just all about greed, and it's just as simple as that. It's greed. It's simple as that. The companies and politicians uh, are just as simple as that. They're just far too greedy. Greed is the most evil thing in the world. Simple as greed. It's greed and money. It's all about wanting more. You're not happy with what you have. You want more, and you can take more because you're in a position of power. Take for example, as developers and politicians and landlords and stuff like that. You're in a position of power. You can determine what happens. You know. That makes sense. Well, kind of. Bum 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 bum. Jamaica bobsled team. Yeah, you sent me a video that one. I only seen it there now. Uh, oh, you're going, Gwilla. Sorry about that. Apologies about that, Gwilla. You take care. Thanks so much for stopping by. Sorry about that. I was too busy going on about meds and stuff like that. Apologies for that. Thank you so much for being here. We'll talk to you again. Stop by some other day. Uh, Breach Smith. You're sending me a video of Breach Smith. I can't watch it now. I didn't see it, but I can't watch it now. But I presume she's going on with the same rhetoric. Are we writing to Sand again? As I said, she's a private citizen now. We can't write to her because she's a private citizen. She's not a politician anymore. I know Sean's going to start now. We're not going to hear the end of it now. But we can't write to her because she's not a politician. She's a private citizen. She's just like us now. She's a private citizen of Finland. But yeah, you think about it this way. It's the fact society nowadays, we have to think of it straight. It's all about capitalism too. The way I see it, like in the modern Western world, is they don't really want you to have children because the reason why too is because they have to pay for you to take off. Say you're a teacher, or you're working a business, you have to take maternity leave. A woman has to take maternity leave for a long time, so she's not basically contributing to the state. She's not going out to work and contributing. So the state has to give her the money. So that's why too they don't really want to incentivize women to have children and stuff. And it's not even that; just the extreme cost too of having a child nowadays. It's eye watering. You know, uh, so a lot of families, a lot of young people put off with it, and it's not even that you're being like compared to years ago. I probably shouldn't go there, but I say nothing until you hear more. Um, Confidential reason, yeah, of course, it's in the files from the Finnish intelligence service that I have to give code names and stuff like that. Say nothing. Yeah, she was signing like retiring after the next election, probably next year, the Dáil election, not the local town election. Oh. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Mm-hmm. There we are. We'll probably soon go off now. In another few minutes. We'll probably go on to 9 anyway, and that'll be good enough. Another few more minutes. Is that okay? Is that cool with people? Cool. No, I seen about Witcher Boy Ballad. Yeah, the sweaty stuff. I seen that. Yeah, I seen that. Why? I know about that. Yeah, it was only suspended for 5 minutes. The back in session. I'll put back on. I don't wear my music. There's me music. I hate that. Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, and everything was quiet once again. Wonderful. And everything was quiet once again. Um, Wonderful. Yeah, exactly. They are the most fun with the old people, and we've seen during COVID and stuff like that what was done. Sounds better. I hope so. In a way, even though I've talked a lot now in the last hour, I don't think I've shut my mouth for a few minutes now. So I'm finding it now. I'm starting to find it. So I don't know. Am I getting better? It's getting better now, but I hope so. Yeah, I was out. So I was out all day basically. I was out since 8. I went to work at 8 o'clock. Only came back there about a few minutes after 5. Yeah, basically out nearly all night. Really all day basically. So it probably does fuck you up a bit. Ooh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, I'll be having a nice cup of tea now in a few minutes' time, and that'll show. That's all of that crack. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Oh, potato soup. Yeah, somebody was saying that. Some people one time said salmon soup was the stuff to the cure your sore throat and stuff like that, or you have a bad throat, whatever. Like soup in general too is good for you when you're sick. You often see it in hospitals and stuff. They give you soup. Soup is supposed to be the best thing for you too. A cup of tea. I have a mug of tea. Oh God Almighty! No, I've been drinking tea all day. Me and the council men were drinking tea all day just as I so that's the walk we were doing today. We were walking hard. Or hard we were walking. I've been drinking tea all day. Oh, go on now, Johnny. Go on, go on, go on. Go on now, Johnny. You have a mug of tea. Shall you walk on the coast? Let me see. I took me all that busy 6 or 7 cups a day. I don't. I don't. I can say I don't think Wade Smith, like going by the Oireachtas laws and stuff. You know, even though she probably shouldn't be going around calling people far white and stuff, and literal Nazis and stuff like that. She shouldn't be doing that, but she is entitled to her opinion at the end of the day. If she wants to believe it, she can believe it. Uh, like it is a democracy. She's right to. If she wants to hold that view, she can hold that view. Uh, but I don't agree with her narrative. Let's put it that way. But more power to her if she believes that. Let's put it that way. Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. But at the end of the day, you know, you get what I'm saying. As long as she's not annoying people, then that's the main. Well, she is annoying people, but you get what I'm saying. Even though I don't agree with her, it's still a democracy at the end of the day, and as a citizen of the country, she's right to her opinion, even though it might be false. She can believe it if she wants. Like I just don't pass any marks on them, because they're just literally every day of the week just use this and use that, but they're always trying. It's always a tactic to try and look here, don't look at there, don't look here, look there, you know. It's kind of a devotion tactic, people just to watch it. If that makes any sense, I'm sure you will agree. But it's at the end of the day, you know, and you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I can, I can't say the full amount of what I could say. Uh, you know, how was my day? Not bad. The Ministry of Truth will be soon be in here. That one's regulatory body be in here checking us up now. In a second, I say. The Ministry of Truth is coming for you, as to say. You're not allowed to have an opinion in the country, Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But she probably would too. Uh, but you get what I'm saying. Even though she has a twisted or a warped frame of mind, at the end of the day, if she wants to believe it, she can believe it. She can have her own delusions if she wants. Even though it's not right to go around calling people these things. But you get what I'm saying. Even though I don't agree with it, I would, if I came across now, I would say, you shouldn't be going around calling people this. If she believes in her own head, that's fine. But as a TDE, I don't think you should really be going around calling people these names. And that's just as simple as that. That's the way I see it. But see, they have dull privilege. They can say what they want, really. Nobody can really sue them over it, anything they say in the dull, really, they can't really be sued over. But anyway, isn't she retiring in the next election? She's not seeking re-election. Isn't that true, Sean? You probably know more. I think I heard something to that. I don't know. Enlighten me on that. Yeah, but a lot of them, we have to remember these people for profit and Sinn Féin and the Labour Party, which they're all one and the same, let's be fair. And they're all one and the same. Like, they're all kind of left wing political parties. Even though I said we shouldn't be using the term left wing, we shouldn't be dividing people, I suppose. But they are, like, they really have a Stalinist agenda behind it, they have a Leninist. We see many times the pictures nearly of Lenin around. Like, they just were full on communism. And we've seen what that did in the US as well. We've seen what that does in communist China. We see what it does in North Korea. It never ends well, communism. That's what I mean. Even though they have a right, again, at the end of the day, I speak about democracy and stuff like that. They have a right to the beliefs. There's nothing we can do to say, you shouldn't be thinking like that. But I disagree with their narrative. Let's put it that way. Even though they can live in delusions if they wanted to, at the end of the day, it is a democracy, and at the end of the day, it's the people who decide. Is the view okay for society? Is the view they express what they want in their parliament and their Dáil? But like people like Richard Boy Bauer, there, he's not going to get in the next election. The same way with many Sinn Féin, with many Labour TDs and people for profit. A lot of people won't be too pleased with them. But again, that's the only time they're ever kind of going to be reprimanded in any way. That's what I. But see, the way I see it, even though I don't agree with somebody, on an issue. At the end of the day, even though it's the most stupidest argument they could ever put forward, uh, like say if I'm arguing about something, that I'm arguing good debate about it, say that we simply cannot do this, and they're like, you're a big poo poo head or something like that, like some stupid argument they put out of the ass. Excuse my language, but at the end of the day, we have a right to that opinion, even though I don't agree with the narrative, and it shouldn't be the way it's done, but at the end of the day, they have a right to the view. But as I say, going around calling people Nazis, going calling members of the public Nazis is not. It's not appropriate. Let's put that way. You know, you shouldn't really be going around do that. Yeah, big shout out to Ryan Cohen. Yeah. Anyway, I think we probably were nearly late for there for tonight. Um, so I think we might leave it there for tonight. Let's do something else anybody wants to ask me before we go. Good night. Yeah, actually, Sean, I was going to say I had a question for you, but it doesn't matter. I ask it someone says. But yeah, I asked some other. Remind me some other they'd ask you. Um, that's it. Nobody else has anything else. Don't be saying to me in 5 minutes time. I was trying to ask him something. Although it doesn't matter. No, I ask you some other day because they'll be here for 9 hours. Then we'll be here debating for 5 hours. I might email you about it. How does that sound? Uh, Maybe not tonight, but some stage I'll email you about it. Just like I'm not like the Finnish intelligence. I'm not trying to find out your location or anything like that. Don't worry with that. Or the Tony Blair Institute is not secretly monitoring your chat. I'm only joking. Don't mind me. Um, the Finnish government, I'm only joking. I'm only joking. I know it's just a random question. I think you probably would know the answer to it. But Sean's probably shaking out. He's probably like, oh no, is he trying to get me into a Ponzi scheme? But no, I ask an email something. Whoa, that was whoa too. That'd be pretty best if we could do that. If we could get that on the go, let's put it that way. It'd be the most base things. It's it was a good video on it. Yeah, you have to help me with the invasion of Leitrim, of course. You're the frontline commando. It's the war plans, of course. Yeah, indeed. In the game, of course, to on Garda Sína Conor in the game. Um, it was a good thing from Free Speech Ireland. I posted on the community tab. Elon Musk seen it and was seen by Robert F. Kennedy too. No, yeah, Robert F. Kennedy, the independent going for the presidency. So it was seen across the world as something like 15 or 17 million views. So we can only hope, but we talk about that differently. Anyway, here we'll leave it there for the moment. So thank you everyone for watching. I appreciate it as always. Exactly. The Leitrim has been they have literally given information to like they're working with the Chinese basically. It's that way. So long before, thank you everyone. Wait a second, just give me 2 seconds. Trying to find something. It's the Chinese he's after. I wonder what the Chinese like. Somebody should show him Father Ted. The Chinese. I know that would probably end very well. That wouldn't end too well, but somebody should just show him. it'd be good fun. You enjoy it. I hope. But anyway, I think we leave it there. We better say nothing until you hear more, or we might get the rest of the hate speech. So anyway, take care, everyone. We'll be back probably Saturday. We'll probably have a video up anyway tomorrow. Oh, so yeah, take care, everyone. Good night and goodbye.